Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings today. We are so excited to have you again. Peter Obi and Labour Party have gotten a huge win, and this time around, it's from the court to INEC. Court have sent a must-do order to INEC over the issue of candidacy. And also in a related development, Atiku Abubakar has cried out over the involvement of MC Oluomo And NURTW company in the discharge of INEC material or electoral material to different polling units in the southwest, precisely in Lagos. He said he must be stopped and the issue must be dealt with speedily. We're going to be looking at these two news in a jiffy. And according to the news, the Federal High Court in Abuja on Thursday ordered the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC to accept the nomination of candidates of the Labour Party in 24 states of the Federation for the purpose of the 2023 general elections. The court ordered that the electoral body must accept the list of the candidates in the 24 states either manually or through its electronic nomination portal. Justice Edemekwo, in his judgment in 24 different suits brought before him by the Labour Party, held that INEC violated Section 31, 33, and 36 of the Electoral Act 2022 in rejecting Labour Party candidates in the affected states on the grounds of non-functionality of its nomination portal. The 24 states affected by the order are Kwara, Plateau, Nasarawa, Lagos, Kaduna, Oyo, Benue, Bauchi, Ebonyi, and Ekiti State. The rest are Katsina, Bayelsa, Niger, Rivers, Sokoto, Akwa Ibom, Gombe, Borno, Osun, Adamawa, and Cross River States. The Labour Party had last November conducted substitution nomination for its candidates who withdrew from the 2023 general election in the affected state. The withdrawals were communicated to INEC by the national chairman and the national secretary of the party, along with notification of the October 27 date to conduct substitution nomination primary election. However, at the point of uploading the fresh candidate's name, INEC claimed that its nomination portal was faulty and declined to accept the candidates list manually, promoting the 24 legal actions. Justice Ekwo in the judgment said that the evidence of the Labour Party through exchange letters with INEC in the nomination issue was credible and proceeded to attach probative value to it. The judgment held that the consequences of non-functional electronic nomination portal cannot be visited on the Labour Party. Justice Ekwo agreed with the Labour Party that nomination and submission of candidates lists cannot be rejected by INEC from any party until 90 days to the general election. The judge said that the time the Labour Party sought to submit a list of its candidates in the 24th state was more than 90 days to the 2023 general elections and hence within time allowed by law. Justice Ekwo held that INEC was bound to accept the Labour Party candidates list manually once its electronic nomination portal is faulty. The judge subsequently ordered INEC to open its website for the purpose of allowing the Labour Party to submit a list of its candidates or accept the same manually with immediate effect for the purpose of the 2023 general. Meanwhile, in another related news, the presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party, PDP, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, has warned the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC not to use Lagos State Park Management Committee led by Musiliu Akinsanya aka MC Oluomo to distribute election material. National Chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, had on Tuesday held a meeting with the leadership of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, Road Transport Employees Association of Nigeria with agreement that they would transport election officials and ballot papers to polling units on election day. The former vice president, in a statement by his special assistant on public communication, Frank Schreiber, said to preserve the sanctity of these elections and ensure that there is no room for electoral malpractices, INEC must ensure that MC Oluomo-led group is not mobilized to move materials. Shaibu explained that Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State had banned the NURTW because the national leadership of the union suspended MC Olomo. He added that Sanwo-Olu had also banned RTEAN and then set up the Lagos State Park Management Committee and appointed MC Olomo the chairman so that he will have total control of the entire public commercial transport system of Nigeria, of Lagos. The statement read, it has been brought to our attention that INEC will be using members of the NURTW, RTEAN, and other registered unions to transport election materials and electoral officials and COP members on election day. Unfortunately, in Lagos State, there is no NURTW or RTEAN as they have been proscribed by Governor Sanwo-Olu. Lagos is now operating a park management committee led by MC Olomo, who is a member of the Presidential Campaign Council. On October 9, 2022, he and his transport talks held a march for Tinubu in several parts of Lagos State. To preserve the sanctity of these elections and ensure that there is no room for electoral malpractice, INEC must ensure that MC Olomo is not allowed access to ballot papers. INEC should not make use of the State Park Committee. Rather, the Commission should reach out to the national leadership of the NURTW and or engage the services of any logistic company for the purpose of distributing sensitive electoral materials in Lagos State. Wow, this is really interesting, I must say. And first of all, looking at what has transpired between the court, INEC, and the Labour Party, it's a huge win for Labour Party. It's a clear indication that Labour Party has grown to eminence or to prominence in a very short while for there to be so much pressure and most order from the court to INEC. It therefore means that the court is actually the hope of the common man. But interestingly, the issue of MC Olomo being brought in as one of those who will help in transporting the material, I think it shouldn't just be PDP that should raise this alarm. It should be all the political parties. And I'm just wondering why INEC cannot bring in some sophisticated logistics company to handle this case. Why should it be? We know who road transport workers are now. Mbanu, we know who these people are. These guys are like talks now. Instead of you to look for a sophisticated company that can, with the company of the military, take these things to the designated polling units or polling centers and all of that, you are bringing in NURTW, a well-known formation of talks, whom we know, they know they hear here, they know they hear stop. So which therefore means who knows how those things will be delivered? Who knows if it will be open and delivered? For me, that kind of plan and arrangement should be totally cancelled. It's something that everybody should raise alarm about it because these guys don't understand any language than Togri language. You understand? Everything they love, we've seen them severally, and they don't mind trading out those ballot papers as much as they can. INEC has made the biggest mistake if they decide to continue with these guys. I'm telling you, this issue is, for me, is the most important that all political parties need to. It shouldn't just be in Lagos State. We know that Lagos State, if it happens in Lagos State, it therefore means that possibly most of the areas when the Igbos are, they may likely not take the ballot papers there or the INEC materials there. This one is an assumption. But guess what? Based on a lot of things that we saw during the period of the campaign, MC Oluomo was really fronting that everybody must come out, to join in, celebrating and also campaigning for the person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Lagos State. So, which therefore means if such people are given an opportunity to lead, the situation will be rough. I think Atiku Abubakar is doing the right thing, crying out as early as now to the INEC, and INEC need to act swiftly. This is the time they need to start changing a lot of things so that it can be in the favor of all Nigerians. That's where we would like to leave it. Go to